Okay. I don't understand this, but here we are. Laura Loomer receives Pentagon credentials after mainstream press departure. So this is a fairly new story. Just came out today, I believe. First reported 3-4 hours ago. So bias distribution has most of the reporting coming from the left at 50%. We've got 30% coming from the center, and then another 20% coming from the right. Not quite enough to qualify as a blind spot or anything like that, but it's definitely something that is not quite being highlighted by the right enough, if you ask me. So 80% of the sources are high factuality or above. I have First Post Nation or First Post News pulled up. It says it's a high factuality with center-leaning distribution. I do have the stories sorted by factuality, and usually we pull from a source that's very high factuality. But this morning, with so few stories reporting, we've got one that's not quite very high factuality. But we'll keep that in mind as we read through here about why Laura Loomer is getting Pentagon press credentials. Laura Loomer, far-right political activist and former congressional candidate in Florida, has been accredited to cover the U.S. Defense Department, according to a person familiar with the matter. The 32-year-old, known for her strong alliance with President Donald Trump, has frequently met with him in the Oval Office during his second term. Her close proximity to the president and outspoken criticism of senior defense and national security officials she claims are disloyal to Trump have caused tension within the administration, with some officials dismissed soon after her public remarks. Her inclusion comes as the Pentagon endorses a sweeping overhaul of its media policy. The new rules sparked an unprecedented walkout last month by journalists covering the department after restrictions barred them from seeking information not officially released by the government. Major outlets, including the Washington Post, the New York Times, CNN, and Fox News, declined to sign the policy, citing concerns over press freedom. Only One American News, a right-wing cable network, agreed to the terms. The Pentagon's new press corps, introduced last month, now includes a range of far-right media organizations such as the Gateway Pundit, the Post Millennial, and Lindell TV, alongside several independent journalists and online influencers who have not previously covered the Pentagon regularly. Loomer has built her profile through provocative online actions in close association with Trump. Her social media activities have often coincided with the dismissal of several administration officials, though some have questioned the extent of her influence. Among those removed was General Timothy Howe, former director of National Security Agency and head of U.S. Cyber Command, whose departure followed Loomer's claim that she had pushed for his dismissal. She also linked the firing of National Security Advisor Michael Waltz and his staff in April to her reporting. Waltz was confirmed as U.S. ambassador to the United Nations. Loomer has previously criticized several Pentagon figures, including Colonel Earl G. Matthews, then nominated as Defense Department General Counsel, and Army Secretary Dan Discroll. In August, she attacked Discroll for praising Medal of Honor recipient Florent Groberg, who had spoken at the 2016 Democratic National Convention. Following Loomer's criticism, Discroll withdrew appointment of Jen Easterly, President Joe Biden's cybersecurity director, from a teaching post at West Point. Known for her confrontational activism, Loomer once handcuffed herself to Twitter's New York office after being banned from the platform. She brands herself on the website as an investigative journalist, activist, and truth teller, positioning herself as a critic of Silicon Valley and mainstream media. Since 2017, she has cultivated a controversial online persona, calling herself anti-Islam and referring to immigrants as invaders, according to the Washington Post. Despite facing multiple rejections from roles within the Trump campaign and administration, Loomer remains an informal advisor. Trump has publicly praised her, describing her as a patriot driven by concern for the country, although she has occasionally criticized him, once accusing him of accepting a gift from jihadists in suits. She later apologized. Of course she did. Loomer's application for White House press credentials remains pending, despite repeated requests. She continued to operate her consulting firm, Loomer Strategies, which provides opposition research, and her recent inclusion in the Pentagon press corps marks her latest foothold in national politics. Ugh, barf. Hey, thanks for watching this clip from Nightly News this morning. If you haven't, make sure that you drop the video a like. Subscribe and turn on notifications so that you never miss a video or when we go live on Tuesdays and Fridays.